It's helpful to know which foods are fully carb-free when you're on a keto or other low-carb diets. We've done our homework and found the answers. We produced a comprehensive list and divided them into categories, and we're presuming that every food we've included here hasn't been processed or added to in any manner. As we get started, kindly subscribe to our channel and turn on your notifications for more content. Number 1. Zero carbs meat. In a zero-carb diet, meat is the star. Almost all meat in its natural state is carb-free. So eat your steaks, bake your chicken, and fill up on these high-protein, low-carb foods. Examples include beef. Any beef you want is available. Just keep in mind that some diets, such as Whole30, require you to eat grass-fed or organic beef in order to avoid preservatives, additives, and other potentially harmful ingredients found in low-quality beef. Furthermore, choosing high-quality, grass-fed beef provides additional health benefits such as vitamin E and rich omega-3 fatty acids, which can lower your risk of heart disease. Chicken. It is a zero-carbs lean meat that is high in protein. If you want to gain muscle while keeping your diet low-carb, chicken is an excellent choice. Lamb. Eating low-carb usually means eating more meat, so it's nice to know that lamb is an option if you want to change things up. Lamb is also high in vitamin B12, which aids in the formation of red blood cells in the body. Pork. When eating pork, you should be wary of added sugars, additives, and other potentially harmful or carb-containing ingredients. The industrial pork industry is notorious for its poor health. Other low-carbs meat also include veal, sausage, hot dogs, duck, deli meats, and most organ meats, excluding liver. Next is zero-carb seafoods. As we have mentioned in previous videos, fish is a great source of protein and is also a low-carb option. You have a plethora of choices here. It's worth noting that some seafood and shellfish, surprisingly, contain trace amounts of carbs. It's not much, but it's enough to get them off the no-carb wagon. Oysters, shrimp, crab, mussels, lobster, and all other shellfish fall into this category. Salmon is one of my favorite foods, and thankfully it falls into the no-carb category. It's also high in B vitamins, omega-3 fatty acids, protein, and potassium, which aids in blood pressure regulation. Tilapia is one of the famous white fishes that fall under this category, and people love it for its non-fishy mild flavor. Next is tuna. Keep an eye on the mercury, but keeping a can of tuna in your pantry is a surefire way to have a no-carb meal or snack on hand. Aside from chicken, the protein to calorie and carbohydrate ratio of tuna is difficult to beat. Catfish. You can't have catfish battered and fried at your local meat store or restaurant. Instead, you can enjoy it grilled, baked, or sauteed. Catfish, like salmon, is high in omega-3 fatty acids, protein, and vitamin B. Other zero-carb fish includes trout, sardines, cod, bass, and haddock. Number 3. No carbs, fats, and oils. If you are on the keto diet, you know that fats are widely advocated foods to eat. Eating low-carb often means eating more fat. Here are some of the no-carb oils and fats that are open to you. Butter, olive oil. Olive oil is loaded with antioxidants that fight inflammation and may help prevent strokes. Coconut oil. I like to cook with coconut oil. It's a tasty way to add some extra flavor to your foods. Aside from being delicious, coconut oil may improve heart health and promote fat burning. Canola oil. Canola oil is also acceptable, though many people prefer olive oil due to canola's low nutrient profile and low levels of trans fats. Other zero-carb fats and oils include lard, suet, tallow, ghee, MCT oil, and avocado oil. Number 4. No-carb seasonings. With the possible exception of cinnamon or red spices like paprika or red pepper, almost all spices and herbs contain some carbs. We just don't use enough of them to bother calculating them into our carb counts. With that in mind, we've included some zero-carb spices below, as well as a few others that are nearly zero-carb. However, unless you are extremely strict, you probably don't have to worry too much about eating herbs and spices. These seasonings include salt, which is zero carbs, black pepper, which has almost no carbs. Mustard powder contains also almost zero carbs. Other zero-carb seasonings include basil, everything bagel seasoning, thyme, parsley, clove, herbs, Italian seasoning, curry powder, oregano, and onion powder. Number 5. No-carb condiments and dips. If you are a fan of condiments, then your options are limited here because almost every condiment like ketchup, mustard, and 1,000 dressing contains carbs except vinegar. Mayo, if this is homemade, should contain no carbs. However, bought store mayo usually should contain zero carbs. Remember to read the label if you are unsure. Hot sauces contains almost zero carbs and liquid aminos. Liquid aminos are a gluten-free alternative to soy sauce that may be used to stir-fry veggies and meats. When utilizing liquid aminos, keep a watch on your sodium intake. Other zero-carbs condiments include spicy mayo, sriracha, Dijon mustard, and olive oil with herbs. If you like this video, kindly give us a thumbs up and share with family and friends. And let us know in the comment section what other videos you would like to see. Number 6. Fruits. When it comes to low-carb fruits, choose those with the fewest natural sugars or those that you don't use very often, such as lemons or limes. Oranges and apples are two of the worst carbohydrate hoarders, so avoid them. Here are a few low-carb fruit options to consider: avocado, olives, strawberries, or any berries at all, kiwis, lemons, and limes. Next is vegetables. Greener is better when it comes to low-carb vegetables. Any day of the week, choose leafy over starchy. The cruciferous family is a fantastic place to start. Here are a few low-carb vegetable options to consider: broccoli, kale, spinach, onions, mushrooms, and sprouts. Number 8. Nuts and seeds. When it comes to carb content, nuts are all over the place, so read the labels carefully. Seeds are preferred to nuts in general, so try to stick to them. Here are a few low-carb nut and seed options to consider: macadamia nuts, pecans, chia seeds, and pumpkin seeds. Number 9. Dairy products. When it comes to dairy, stick to full-fat varieties. Low-fat dairy often has a lot of added sugars. That means no skimming or 2%. Just go with what's natural. Here are a few low-carb dairy options to consider: Parmesan cheese, provolone cheese, blue cheese, goat cheese, heavy cream, Vijago cheese, mozzarella cheese. Number 10. No-carbs beverages. In terms of beverages, there isn't much to choose from. You'll be fine if you avoid sugary drinks and juices. Some zero-carb beverages include water, coffee, tea, and carbonated water. Number 11. Zero-carb snack. Because diets tend to limit your calorie consumption, knowing what no-carb snacks you can have whenever hunger strikes are helpful. Here are some of our personal favorites: pork rinds, beef jerky. Use the highest quality, sustainably sourced protein of beef jerky, with no added sugar or no added dangerous additives. Salmon skins. Fish skins are another delicious snacks to partake in. Lastly, other dried meats. Just remember that these snacks should contain little to no sugar at all. Lastly, zero-carb sweeteners. While we believe that giving up sugar is a better long-term health decision when eating no low-carb, we understand that it can be tough to do so. Here are some of the greatest zero-carb sweeteners for times you need a little something sweet. Monk fruit. This has zero carbs. However, it is 200 times sweeter than sugar, so tread carefully. Splenda, commonly known as sucralose, is a zero-carb sweetener and should absolutely be avoided on a keto diet. This is because it contains dextrose and maltodextrin, which might cause ketosis to be broken. So, if you're trying to stay on the keto diet, I'd stay away from this. However, on other low-carb diets, it might be permissible. Pure erythritol is a sugar substitute that contains only 6% of the calories of sugar while retaining 70% of the sweetness. Furthermore, it does not boost blood sugar levels in the same way that regular sugar does, and it may even lower the risk of heart disease. Finally, stevia, also known as the sugar leaf, is a popular zero-carb sweetener. It's also non-nutritive, which means it's devoid of calories or nutrients. While there aren't many items that are completely carb-free, knowing that meat, fish, most oils, and some condiments are carb-free is helpful. Then, for nutritious, low-carb meals, you can use that as a base and add low-carb sides around it. Always read labels and eat as much natural, organic, and fresh food as possible. This decreases the chances of excess sugar or other additives slipping into your food and messing up your carb count. And prepare to hydrate with mostly water and electrolytes to keep you from becoming weak as your body transitions from burning carbs to burning fat. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on your notification for more content. Like and share.